Hey guys, I'm Andrew. This right here, over here, this right here is my RV. We travel around the country, and me and my family we make jewelry around the country. And my father got older, and he has a house over here on Forest Ridge in Tarpon Springs. And so we were looking for a place to park. In the RV park is what we were looking for, but there's no RV parks in the city of Tarpon Springs, and the RV parks just outside the city are saying they're 55 and older and not accepting families. That being said, we found this place right here that is the commercial area zoned highway business, and this is the right-of-way easement in the commercial area, and we parked there. Now we are traveling jewelers. This is where we live when we're on the road. Come this way, and then here is our box van that we use to do our jewelry creations and to keep food in our bellies and feed our family and things like that to live. The workshop is in the back of the van, and I'll show you that. So here's where the magic happens. And inside the van, as you'll see, I'm gonna plug it in so you can see it. We have a full workshop, jewelry workshop, where we produce our jewelry and we sell on the road. And that's what we do here commercially. Everything's tagged commercial, and so we travel around the country and we make jewelry, buy and sell gold, dig crystals and mine for crystals and gems, and sell them at gem shows around the country. So we parked in this commercial area thinking it made the most sense. Right here behind us is the county line. There is a City of Tarpon Springs well right here, and Duke Energy has a lease for this area, so it seemed like it made for this right there where the poles are, so it made sense that this is where we would park. But right here across the street there's Cypress Park, which is a deed restricted community, also known as HOA, or a homeowners association, lot owners association, and they own this area here, but they have an easement, and the easement encroaches. So the easement starts right here and it moves this way. So the easement for this property, or this roadway right here, extends to about right here and travels this way. And I'll show you why it does that. Let's walk this way. So the reason the easement does that is, as you see this sidewalk right here, which is the sidewalk is easement, pedestrian walkway. Look to your right here. So the Sue McClanahan, which is the president of the HOA here at Cypress Park, has laid all these segmental wall blocks, and very haphazardly and not very professional, on the easement that belongs to the people to prevent people from parking right here. Is why she did that. But up here, what we were talking about is why there's an encroachment of the public easement on what would typically be private property. And the reason that is you see the sidewalk, how it cuts to your left right here. So the way this lot is set up is over here to the left. It cuts right here, cuts to the left. So how this parcel was laid out was, if you face the camera this way, right here at this corner, straight back by this tree into the left is all easement. And now, so this right here is easement. So all of this landscape right here is done on city property, and this might have been done by the city. I don't think they laid this hard block the way it is, though. It looks, again, cheap done and haphazardly. Doesn't look like it was done by a municipality. But another piece of evidence about it being easement is going to be this right here. As you can see right here, this is services right here for the city. And that's another way you could tell it's easement. Another way you could tell it's easement is this sign right here, which is wonderfully encased by whatever Sue decided to put that down here. This sign is put in by the city. And the way you can tell that is you can look at the back. And you see a county sign, not a city, but a county. And that's how you're going to see whether they're done by private property or by public services. So, but yet, as you can see, if you go back to the other side of the sign and go your camera this way, as you can see here, is her landscaping all the way down this easement. That is a code violation. Where we're parked in the commercial district, commercial highway business, doing business and as best we can without an RV park available for us to move into within the city of Tarpon Springs, there's no ordinance we found that we're violating. No enforceable ordinance. If there's an area of the city that's zoned for RVs, then we'll be happy to move there. But so far, we have been talking to planning and zoning, code enforcement, and the city attorney. No one has been able to provide us with any area that is okay for RVs, and that's why we're stuck in this position. So while the Karen who's complaining about where we're parked and we're not on her property at all is reporting a non-violation, and the code enforcement is explaining it like we're in a residential area when we're not. She's actually violating code right here, very obviously. Yet another piece of evidence on where the property line ends for Cypress Park and begins. As you can see, this easement right here is paved by the county roads, and it ends right here, and then private property begins from there on through. And it was just well defined with a line right here where the one paving was done by the county, and then the private property paving was done here. Was that? And also we have the HOA sign, which lines up right here with A1 recovery. And we've had plenty of run-ins with A1 recovery, but this is another sign that this would be private property from here moving into the ingress. You see the blue marker right here. That's indicative of another survey point marker, which lines up perfectly with the fire department's stuff right here at the beginning of this neighborhood. It's pretty obvious where the public property begins or ends, and the private property begins in Cypress Park. Miss Sue McClanahan, or whatever her name is, she just thinks that she can police outside her survey points, and we see that a lot, but she cannot.